Hey everyone, it's Lady Night, and today I have something to share with you. I'm really excited about this because this is something I have been waiting for more than 10 years, and from the title you already know what this is. I finally got my Atlantis Tarot. I finally found it. I saw this on Amazon, I think like late 2005 or so, or in 2005, 2006, put it on my wish list and let it sit there. Never ordered it, and then a year or two later when I finally thought, oh well, now I could order it, it was gone. And I couldn't find it anywhere, it was out of print, and that was like my big tarot regret moment. Not buying this deck when I had the chance. And every once in a while I would check online to see if anyone has it, and I found it for enormous amounts of money on Amazon, being sold by people, or on eBay, and I wasn't willing to spend that much money on a deck. And the lowest I ever found was 75 euros, and that was still way too much for me. As much as I love buying decks, I'm still kind of, well, not frugal about it, but if I can get a good deal, I'll definitely take that, and I don't want to spend more than like the original price, actually. So if it's too expensive, then, well, tough luck, can't get it. But now I decided to finally not just check the regular eBay page, but also the eBay classifieds, and there was actually one girl who sold her deck, or a woman, I don't know, but let's just say it was a girl, and she sold this for a bit less than the original price. Like, it still has the original price tag on here, $21.95, and she sold this for 18 euros. So I'm assuming she didn't really know how much this deck could actually be worth since it's out of print. But then again, it's only worth as much as people are willing to pay. But yeah, so I didn't hesitate for a minute, I got it, and now I have it. And I wanted to share this with you. Oh my god. Okay, so first things first. Okay, this has been used, so the guidebook does have, yeah, it has been read. Okay, this is a 2004 edition from Lo Scarabeo, and it does come in different languages. It's in English, Italian, Spanish, French, and German. And it does seem to give one spread. And then it goes into the story, like how Plato was the first one to mention Atlantis over 2,500 years ago, and talking a little bit about that. And then I go straight into the cards. And it appears they have more than one name. What about the spread? Oh, here. So, it's a spread with 15 cards. It looks like this. And it says, the one on the top is the Secret Temple. Number 2 and 3 are the relationship with the loved one. The third row is family relations. The fourth row is work, and the bottom row is daily life. So yeah, that's the only thing it says. Then it goes into the next language. So we'll see. I'll just keep this open and check for these names. I also love the color. It's this light mint green color. The backs, well, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so are they in order? I think they are in reversed order. Oh, here's the title card. Oops, there. So okay, let's put these ones aside. Okay, let's see if I can get a little bit closer. Okay, so the Fool is also called the Poet, and we can see someone who's reciting something, and it does give upright and reversed meanings in the guidebook. So this one is power of the imagination and inspiration, or insanity and recklessness. Now we have the Magician, which is also named the Priest. It's willpower and charisma, or charlatanism and lack of scruples. Okay, the High Priestess is Antinea. I don't really know how to pronounce that one correctly. Charm, hidden energies, or reversed trouble in completing a course or confusion. No, wait, no. Wrong card. That would have been this one. No, this one is the High Priestess, the Mother Goddess. That's what she's called. The Mother Goddess. Belief in one's own ideas, wisdom, or introversion and passiveness. So these cards are definitely a bit different from the traditional Rider-Waite system. But so far I like it. So this one is Antinea, the one that I mentioned before, and I love this card. This looks great. Okay, now we have the Emperor, which is Poseidon. Security, protection, or conflict with powerful people, arrogance. Oh, I love this. And now we have a Hierophant, and thankfully he doesn't look like a pope. That's my, yeah, the card that I always look for. Yeah, security, protection, or conflicts with powerful people, and arrogance. Oh, this is interesting. We've got these two guys fighting on the Lover's card. It says, oh, the card is called the Fighters, and it's friendships, deal that must be agreed upon, or in reverse, tests that must be passed, and conflicts. So this is interesting. Not the typical man and woman and angel. This is like completely different. I've never seen anything like this on a Lover's card. Oh, the Chariot as a ship. And it's called the Ship. For new discoveries, evolution, unexpected reward, or defeat and errors. Really nice. But there's no one on that ship. Okay, now we have Justice and something else again. Okay, we've got two guys, two warriors, looking out to sea for an incoming ship. And this card is called the Shardana Warriors. Shardana Warriors. Confidence and justice, respect for hierarchies, or factionalism and prejudices. So again, a completely different depiction than what you normally see in Justice. But I guess they're like the peacekeepers in this Atlantis world. And also the Hierophant, very different, because now we don't see a man who's all alone. He's surrounded by people. And let me check. I can't really tell if he has his eyes open or closed. It looks like one eye is open, but it's white, so it might be blind. I don't know. The other one looks like it's closed. And this card is called the Wise Man. Spirituality, energy, originality, advice. And in reverse, it's solitude and sterility. So now we have Atlantis, the wheel, and it's called the City of Five Rings. New prospect changes or instability, fleeting benefits. This is pretty. I would have loved to travel to a place like this. Okay, now we have Strength. Also, Justice and Strength are number 8 and 11. Like here, Strength is number 11 on this deck. And let's see, what is this card called? It's called the Amazon. So now we have this Amazon on a horse. And she looks like she's on the hunt. And it's self-control, intelligence, ability to relate with nature, or anger, impulsive reactions. Now we have the Hanged Man, and we don't see a typical Hanged Man, but you do in the background here see these hanging furs. And he's just sitting here among a lot of stuff. And he's called the Merchant. He's not called the Hanged Man here. The spirit of sacrifice, love of material goods, or difficult ties that must be broken, conditionings. Interesting. So this deck is very interesting. Oh, now we have the Death card, which is called the Mother of the Warrior. And it's the end of a cycle, traumatic change, or accidents, sadness, illness. So, yeah, very typical death meaning. The Temperance is also very different from any other depiction that I know. It is called the Plane, adaptability, successful transformation, or boredom, unrewarded effort. But yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Ooh. This one, the Devil, is the Leviathan. Strength, suggestion, or in reverse, it's perversion, vicious charm. So upright, this is Strength. Let's just let that sink in for a moment. Okay, now we have the Tower, and this one is called the Fortress. Forces that dominate us, defiance of the unknown, or in reverse, disaster, damage, rejection of teachings, and haughtiness. That's a great picture. The Stars. That's called the Astronomer. New ideas, positive intuition, spiritual gifts, or in reverse, confusion, depression, feeling of impotence. And then we have the Moon. This one is called the Dancers. Allure of the unknown, or in reverse, dangerous illusions, loss of lucidity. The Sun. Oh, I really like this one. I love everything related to water, so I guess that's why this deck was always so fascinating to me, because Atlantis, I mean, water is like Atlantis, you know? So, the Sun. The Pillars of Hercules. The ability to judge, challenge, or in reverse, uncertainty and fear. And here we have Judgment. This card is called the Earthquake. And it's realization and rebirth, or in reverse, regret and punishment. So yeah, this is like in the typical Judgment card you see the resurrection after the people have already died, and this is the moment before they actually die. So there's a lot of like horror in their faces and fear and everything. A very strong image. And here we have the World. And this is called the Sea. Evolution, victorious feat, or lost, chaos, end of cycle. So yeah, these were the major arcana. And now the minors, they don't have a name like the other major arcana did. But they seem to also have different aspects, like the swords, for example. The traditional sign is reinterpreted through the ancient arms of the Shardana warriors. So we have these swords that we could already see in the Justice card. And I'm just gonna flip through them really quick. Let's see there. So that's the Ace, the Two of Swords, 3. Now we don't have like the typical Heartbreak card. This is something different. Ooh. Where the hero or the opponent is falling. He was just hit with the arrow, he just lost his sword, or it just fell out of his hand in that very moment. Yeah, this is very powerful. I really have to spend some time with this deck and really maybe try to research more about Atlantis or ancient warriors, things like that. So that's the 8 of Swords. So the 9 of Swords. Well, we do have quite a body count here. We have people dead, there's blood from them, and they're still fighting, and he just cut someone, there's blood splatter. So in a way, yeah, it does have the elements of the nightmare. And the 10 of Swords is even more than that. Like, it goes even further. And some of these people here look like Egyptians. Yeah, there's an Egyptian pharaoh. So it's Atlantis against Egypt in this one. So we got the Knave, the Knight of Swords. We've got the Queen of Swords, sorry. And we've got the King of Swords, and he is just killing someone. So this is very graphic. Now, the Wands, let me check. The traditional signs is reinterpreted in relation to idols and votive statues. So the Eight of Wands, this is like typically the travel card. Very different. Nine of Wands. Now the Knave of Wands. Oh, he's sacrificing a goat. The Knight of Wands. Queen of Wands is breastfeeding a baby with the mother statue in the back that looks like the one from the Empress card. And she's got the sunflowers here, so they kept that element. And the King of Wands. And he has the fire and he has a wand, so yeah. There are some elements. So the Pentacles, let's see what they wrote about them. The Pentacles are reinterpreted in relation to mercantile activities. Now my cat may join us. Okay, wait. So that's the Ace. So we don't have any coins on here. But everything has to do, like, this is a market situation, and I'm guessing he stole something, someone's after him. Maybe new merchandise coming in, I don't know, going away. He looks like he's evaluating how much this could be worth. Selling something, and he doesn't trust the other ones over there. Here is the one begging for money or asking for money and the one giving money, so that aspect was kept. We've got the Seven of Pentacles, so he's got everything he needs. We got the Eight. Oh yeah, that element is familiar. The Nine of Pentacles. And the 10. This is the Knave. The Knight of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. Hardworking woman. And the King of Pentacles. He reminds me of the Christmas Story, Ebenezer Scrooge. Like, counting his money. And he doesn't look very friendly. I don't know. So now we have the Chalice as the last one. And where's that one? This one is reinterpreted through the ancient vases of Mediterranean culture. So that's the Ace. Okay, the Two of Cups, yes, they're having a good time right there. And here we have a threesome, it seems. Or, yeah, well, one isn't already naked. The Four of Cups. She's in color, all the others aren't. Very interesting. The Five of Cups, big orgy, like right in the middle of it. Six of Cups, someone's watching them do it. The Seven of Cups, just a bunch of guys discussing, I don't know, politics or something. The Eight of Cups, interesting. Usually you would have someone walking away, but here they're actually toasting to something. It looks like this couple just got together and they're celebrating that. Very interesting. And here we have the Nine of Cups. A drunken guy with two girls. And the Ten of Cups, once again, a very intimate setting where people are like right in the middle of it. We have the Knaves, the Knave of Cups, the Knight of Cups, a very Romeo and Juliet kind of moment with the balcony, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups. Oh, and here's a card that has lots of other decks that were published by Los Scarabeo. Okay. So yeah, this is definitely a very interesting deck, and I'm going to have to really spend some time with it because it is a lot different, and that may be a very good opportunity for my tarot journal. Where is it? This one right here. Oops, it's a bit big. Yeah, so this book that I got, where I can, let's see, put the cards in that I want to talk about, and then the keywords and everything, and really study the cards. And this is definitely something that I have to study, and it may take me a while before I actually start reading with it. And I'm also really interested to see what comes up in the interview spread, if I do the interview with this deck. But yeah, so let me know what your thoughts on this deck are, or if any of you have it, how do you work with this deck? Like, what do you use it for? Because from the images that I saw in this deck, I guess, like, my first impression is I wouldn't really use it for maybe like a love reading. And so I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say about that. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.